So about 5 or 6 years ago, we got contacted through Chevrolet and through Cable Dahmer that they were going to do a Pictures of Hope project and bring in a photographer to work with our kids here to identify what they were thankful for, what they had hope for, and they would then go out and do photos with cameras that they had given them, and then they'd be turn their film in and be turned into little thank you cards or little note cards. So that was our first involvement, and the initial part of that project went really well. The kids loved going out and taking pictures and talking about what they were hopeful for, and volunteers were involved. So it was really had a lot of energy, and it was a dynamic kind of project. And then when the cards were ready, Cable Dahmer was really very gracious and had this party for the kids and had gifts for them and had like this big opening kind of their artwork and of their creations. So for our kids who things that they hoped for included having families around them or having food and having new shoes, who have pretty modest things that they wish for, having this party and having the food and the gifts and all that attention was really a cool experience for them and their moms. So that was our first experience with Cable Dahmer. We did that project with them for a couple of years and still use the note cards, love the note cards, and the kids really appreciated the attention and doing something so unique and something that really let them speak and gave them a voice. So that was our initial experience. Since then, Sylvia joined our board, and Cable Dahmer has just continued to be a great partner. They support the golf tournament, and they support our annual event every year. And the financial support is really appreciated and really, this is going to sound kind of stupid, but really important for a not-for-profit, because without partners like Cable Dahmer, we couldn't provide the services that we do, and we definitely couldn't grow the services like we have in the last 5 or 6 years. That definitely is a game changer, and they've been there with us. They also have supported us in other ways. For example, when we have a board retreat, we've had it at several of your buildings, and they host it and are very gracious, and it's really nice for us to get to be off property so that we can focus on the business that we need to do. And the training facility, we were at the new training facility last year. It's amazing. So kind of the non-tangibles have also been a way that we've been supported that a lot of times people don't think about, but really for a not-for-profit, saving that money that we would have to pay for space or try to find space or have it here really makes a huge impact on trying to get that work done and letting us be more efficient. That, and the other thing I would say is that Sylvia and Carlos are both personally invested. I mentioned that Sylvia is on the board. They both give personally. They both support the events, and so they've been able to connect us with other people and bring in other businesses, and just kind of even more than just their involvement helped us grow that way. So those are some of the things that Cable Dahmer's done. So I think that Cable Dahmer it's been a really good partner for us on so many different levels and in so many different ways that have helped us grow and helped us be more efficient. They started with us, again, 5 or 6 years ago, which is for us was a really critical time. That's when we really began our growth. The year before, or the 2 years before they started with us, we'd served 20 families. This year we're going to serve 140 families. And so our growth, we're at 6 or 7 times more families, which was the point, that we have all these families that need help, so we have to be able to serve more of them. Really was made possible by a handful of supporters, Cable Dahmer being one of them, that was there at that time, that kind of took a gamble on us and invested and stayed invested.